Bay Area landmark, Birkenstock building, transformed into art and design museum. A Bay Area icon unveils its next act, the Birkenstock building's artistic transformation, in a bold move that's sure to capture the imagination of art and design enthusiasts. The Birkenstock building, a cherished landmark off Highway 101 in Novato, is set to embark on a new chapter, known for its striking mid-century design, featuring gleaming white triangular peaks on its roof. This architectural gem is about to be transformed into a vibrant art and design museum. But here's where it gets controversial. Some locals are concerned about the changes, fearing the loss of a beloved icon. Let's dive into the details. The Eames Institute of Infinite Curiosity, a renowned organization dedicated to the design spirit of Charles and Ray Eames, the creators of the iconic Eames chair, has acquired the sprawling 88.5-acre campus. The Institute plans to convert the buildings into a museum that will house a variety of immersive art exhibitions, makerspaces, workshops, and high-impact educational programs. Accessible public open spaces, culinary and retail offerings, and a portion of the Eames collection and family archives will also be on display, along with other collections and works. This is the part most people miss: the potential for this museum to become a hub for creativity and innovation in the Bay Area. While there's no timeline yet for the project, which will open the campus to the public for the first time, the design is being crafted by Herzog de Meuron, a firm known for its innovative approach. They're drawing inspiration from the adaptation of the Tate Modern in London, promising a design that's both respectful of the past and forward-thinking. John Carey, CEO of the Eames Institute, expressed his excitement, stating, "The acquisition of the Birkenstock campus is a transformational step for the Eames Institute, the culmination of a long-held dream and our deep commitment to the North Bay community. This extraordinary space will enable us to expand our programming and reach a broader audience, while serving as a permanent anchor for creativity and innovation in the Bay Area." Earlier this year, the building hit the market without a listing price, but the owner hoped to sell it for around $40 million. Since the famous German shoe company vacated the premises in 2020, the campus has struggled to find a tenant despite regular interest. Designed by modernist architect John Savage Bowles, known for prominent Bay Area buildings like Candlestick Park and the IBM campus in San Jose, the campus at 8171 Redwood Boulevard was originally crafted for the publishing house McGraw-Hill in the early 1960s. It includes an office building and a warehouse that once housed the company's textbook operation. After McGraw-Hill relocated in 1991, Birkenstock took over the campus from 1992 to 2007, before moving its distribution center to Kentucky to reduce shipping times and downsize its real estate holdings. Local workers were relocated to another office building in Novato. However, no tenant ever moved in, and Birkenstock returned to set up its operations again in 2012. Former office workers reportedly cherished the workplace for its ample outdoor amenities, including a creek, garden, and even an on-site bee colony with a resident beekeeper. This transformation not only marks a new chapter for the Birkenstock building, but also raises questions about the future of historic landmarks in the face of development. What do you think about this transformation? Do you believe it's a step forward for the Bay Area's art and design scene, or a loss of a beloved local icon? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Eames Museum, a new home for mid-century design. In a bold move that's set to redefine the design landscape, the heirs of legendary design duo Charles and Ray Eames have acquired the sprawling 88.5-acre site of the former Birkenstock factory in Novato, Marin County. This acquisition is not just any real estate deal. It's the foundation for a monumental art and design museum that will also serve as the new home for the Eames archives. But here's where it gets controversial. The Eames Institute of Infinite Curiosity, a non-profit organization run by Lisa Demetrios, granddaughter of Charles and Ray Eames, has purchased the property for a reported $36 million. This move has sparked discussions about the value of preserving design history and the role of museums in today's society. And this is the part most people miss. The Eames Archives, currently housed in Richmond, has a waitlist a mile long for tours, highlighting the immense public interest in the Eames legacy. The Eameses, renowned for their iconic mid-century furniture designs, including the Eames lounge chair, first produced by Herman Miller in 1956, were not just furniture designers. They were also filmmakers, architects, toy creators, and innovators in utilitarian furniture design. The new museum, designed by Swiss architecture firm Herzog de Merian, known for their work on San Francisco's de Young Museum, in collaboration with local firm EHDD, promises to be a beacon of creativity and innovation. The museum will feature immersive art exhibitions, makerspaces, workshops, educational programs, public open spaces, culinary and retail offerings, and, of course, a display of the Eames collection and family archives, among other collections and works. John Carey, President-CEO of the Eames Institute, describes the acquisition of the Birkenstock campus as a transformational step for the Institute, fulfilling a long-held dream and deepening their commitment to the North Bay community. The museum, which has yet to be named, will be the most significant publicly accessible design hub dedicated to the Eames legacy, with an opening date to be announced in the coming years. This development has been met with enthusiasm by David C. House, president of California College of the Arts, who calls it incredibly exciting and a cultural treasure that will broaden the reach of the Eames legacy. The Eames Institute, established in 2019 and publicly launched in 2022, is separate from the Eames Foundation, which oversees the preservation of the iconic Case Study House No. 8 in Pacific Palisades, Los Angeles. Until recently, the Eames House was the primary design landmark associated with the couple. The debut of the Novato Museum will mark a new era in the public's access to the Eames legacy, with an exhibit of the Eameses' later furniture designs currently on display at the Transamerica Complex in downtown San Francisco. The exhibit is open daily from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Transamerica Pyramid Annex Gallery, 535 Washington Street. What do you think about this development? Is it a fitting tribute to the Eames legacy, or do you have concerns about the commercialization of design history? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Transforming the Marin Birkenstock campus into the Eames Design Museum. Imagine transforming a former shoe company campus into a global hub for art and design. That's exactly what's happening in Marin County, where a nonprofit dedicated to the legacy of mid-century design icons Ray and Charles Eames is set to turn the old Birkenstock site into a world-class museum. But here's where it gets controversial. Some might argue that such a transformation is a radical departure from the original purpose of the property, while others see it as a brilliant reuse of a unique space. The Eames Institute of Infinite Curiosity, currently based in a Richmond warehouse, has secured the 88.5-acre Birkenstock property in Novato for a whopping $36 million. The site, known for its distinctive white wavy roof visible from Highway 101, will undergo a major transformation led by the renowned Swiss architecture firm Herzog de Merian, the same team behind San Francisco's de Young Museum. Though the exact cost of the renovation hasn't been disclosed, Eames Institute president and CEO John Carey hinted that it will likely exceed the purchase price. Nestled at 8171 Redwood Boulevard in Novato, the 166,000 square foot campus includes a massive 123,000 square foot warehouse and a two-story, 43,000 square foot concrete office building embedded in the hillside. The latter, which Carey affectionately calls the Sleeper, will be reimagined to feature office spaces, retail outlets, and dining areas, all seamlessly integrated with outdoor sculpture gardens and plazas. We love that it's this iconic gateway into Novato, Carey shared. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue around it, and we're thrilled to transform it into a magical destination. And this is the part most people miss. The site. Originally built in 1964 as a distribution center for McGraw-Hill, has a rich history that adds layers of interest to the project. The museum will be a shrine to the Eames' legacy, featuring their extensive 40,000 artifact collection, including classic designs like the 1956 Herman Miller Eames lounge chair and ottoman. But it won't stop there. The museum aims to celebrate a wide range of artists and designers, from emerging talents to established stars, and will collaborate with other museums on various exhibitions to develop the concept. The Eames Institute drew inspiration from renowned institutions like the Vitre Design Museum in Germany and Luma Arles in France. The goal is to create a space where visitors can recharge their creative batteries by engaging with the problem-solving art and design championed by Ray and Charles Eames. But here's a question for you. Should a museum focused on mid-century design also embrace contemporary and futuristic elements, or stick strictly to the past? While the Eameses are often associated with Southern California, where they lived and worked, much of their collection has been housed in Northern California for decades. Lisa Demetrios, the granddaughter of Charles and Ray Eames and the chief curator of the Eames Institute, believes her grandparents would view the Novato project as an incredible opportunity to inspire the next generation to use design to solve real-world problems. My grandparents were always about looking ahead, not looking behind, Demetrios noted. The Institute has already begun discussions with Novato officials, and the city's general plan includes a goal of establishing a cultural destination with new art, events, and retail opportunities. Carrie hopes the museum will open its doors by 2028. For many Novato residents, the site is a nostalgic reminder of the annual Birkenstock warehouse sales of the past. However, most recent residents have only known it as a vacant building. This is where the controversy heats up. Some locals might prefer to see the property used for more practical purposes, like a logistics center or warehouse. But the museum promises to bring a unique cultural vibrancy to the area. Marin County Supervisor Eric Lucan, who represents Novato, is enthusiastic about the project. It's really exciting for our community and the broader North Bay to bring a world-class art and design museum and to reactivate that iconic building, he said. There were all these rumors going around, but nothing captured the community's imagination like this news will. David Howes, president of the California College of the Arts, sees the museum as a valuable resource for students. An institution like ours has to have an ecosystem that really values art design, creativity, and curiosity, he said. Tours of the Eames Institute's Richmond collection, led by Demetrios, offer a glimpse into the spirit that will infuse the Novato Museum. The collection includes unique Eames furniture, prototypes, tools, personal ephemera, family photos, and more. One of the highlights is a replica of the musical tower, a 15-foot vertical xylophone that plays music when a marble is dropped into a slot at the top, which once stood in the Eames's Venice office. The collection also houses 300 boxes of toys, labeled with categories like tin toys and Jack in the Boxes. The Eameses were particularly fond of tops and kites, which are so well designed that they seem almost effortless. It's like Christmas every time you open a box, said senior collection manager Joni Joseph. Even decades after the deaths of Charles and Ray Eames, interest in their work remains strong. International touring exhibits continue to draw crowds, and the 2018 exhibition at the Oakland Museum of California remains one of the most visited shows. Carrie envisions the museum as a permanent place where people of all ages can immerse themselves in the Eames creative spirit and find inspiration. So what do you think? Should the museum prioritize preserving the past, or should it embrace a more forward-looking approach?